infiltrated and accomplish all walkways of life. Gotta say fuck it, let it go, cause fate made the way that took the way that will wait to take place. Illuminate personal space and refocus your eyes. If your mind stays, stay open the gate and escape. If you meditate, do what you do when you do it through flight. If you like drugs, then pop, drink, and puff till you die. If you're religious, keep the faith. All haters will say whatever place to pace at a comfortable rate. I apologize for any you're awake to create in these man-made laid through some rural earthquakes. Holding my third leg on stage in the worst way. Thirsty for women in the 30s, worthy your dirty game. Let that define rhyme straight out. Created cases, headspace faced with the pressures that awaits. Amazement, low down, dirty, and rather shameless. When I was born, there was tons of vaginal waste sprayed across all the doctor's faces. Immediate with grace, intermediately abrasive, but appropriate to orchestrate lots of ways of regulation to alleviate the thought of yourself in any steady situation. To yell at help, repel off mountain faces with trails of uncertainty, constantly hurtling monstrous vertical beams, farthest to be currently under siege, eternally worming my way, hurrying processes of life. Now, if I ask you what you think of this cut, then you'll probably reply that it's nice. And I'll say, why do we do what we do when we do it precise? Transforming my simple thoughts to a right to right.
Off into the skyline I fly with a flock of falcons. No hesitation, I'm not worried about the outcome. I sprout from a seed into a tree that holds life. Deep-rooted from the earth but still able to take flight. I'm able to take the day, put it inside the night, turn it inside out and make a new spectrum of light. If there's a spike in my side, I'll pull it out with a couple of thorns. In between space and time is approximately when and where I was born. I was torn from the womb as an infant, but now I use my life as a template to draw intricate patterns of passion, traveling through the loopholes of sanity, trying to keep myself from crashing. Stories of masking the competition, walking around the vicinity, and I'll show you what it's like to be in the middle of my epiphany. I'm slipping down the chimney with a bag full of vernacular tactics, taking you back to school, letting you know that you need practice. As a matter of fact, this might just be the axis that you've been looking for. From the middle of the core, I explore the realms of understanding and travel upon the wave that's constantly expanding, periodically landing in worlds that are mystically enchanting. And I'm always on a mission to keep hip-hop everlasting. And now I'm asking.
Why do we do what we do when we do it precise? Translating thoughts through a mic device.
It suffice to say that when I'm nice, I pay the price. While rude people are incessantly babbling, I guess I let them babble on. Though I think the theory is wrong, we don't belong, and it won't be long before we ruin this planet that we've been given living on. We have taken this enchanted land for granted and planted seeds of greed to feed the hunger in our minds, instead of feeding the need to find a link between patience and time, and space to breathe and wind. Proceed with caution, refrain from cause and effect, and watch as the consequences you neglect to foresee begin to hit you and infect you directly. Yes, I suspect we as people have a long and a steep hill to climb. We're being held back by those with feeble minds, so the poor are the wealth. Material factors contradict the testimony of society or influential hypocrite. It's fitting that this conflict is keeping us imprisoned. If we listened to our insight, by now we would have risen with visions of unity. Life becomes light and existence is purity, so filled with energy, your body's full capacity. Merely to see clearly, you survive with what you got. You ought to be taught that wisdom is a powerful tool that can't be bought. And I see sessions of regression and evolving, we are not. To solve this predicament, we must define the problem. I got a patent on these thoughts, so you imposters can't rob them. Besides, it's free, just as the meaning of peace is. Seems present day is ripped at the seams, resulting in a future that's falling to pieces. Fractions and fragments of literal voices become mute, like a closed caption segment to a deaf dude. All the clues just a prelude to an even lower level. If your soul's sold to the devil, then it's inevitable. But if you spit on the hands of the hellish horn man, your spirit will withstand the demands this dimension's dishing out. Quit wishing for a way out, and devices for a way out. My advice is listen twice. This applies to conciseness.
Why do we do what we do when we do it precise?